Right, so I went out early this morning to test out the new DJI Neo, and I've somehow managed to scratch it. I don't know how, but I've tested the flight modes that they have on here using the phone app. You can absolutely use it with just the buttons on the side. You can definitely do that, but there are some limitations. It's also quite fiddly to just be moving buttons around. So I prefer to do it with the app. It's easier to go through the different settings and the different modes of flight. So I did that. And in doing so, I realized a few things that I'm going to talk about at the end of the video. I was actually trying not to speak at this point because I just wanted the sound of the drone to actually be captured by the microphone. But this is the rocket mode. So as you can see, it's flying above me, and in a short while I'll put up my hand so that it starts landing. So I'm standing there and waiting for it to land, and for some reason it's not landing. And then I realized that it's probably because my other hand that's holding the phone is also in front of it. So when I put my other hand away, that's when the drone started landing. At first it was just hovering above me. So this next shot is the droney shot, and I'm just like trying to figure out which way I wanted to do it. There were trees on my right side, so I had to go the other way so that there's no obstacle. Okay, that wasn't a good landing. It just reached the tip of my fingers, not really my palm, so not very happy with that. Okay.
Three, two, one.
Right, it's going around in circles. What I've realized is I actually have to stand in place for it to work properly because it's trying to adjust to my location.
Landing.
Okay, this time around it landed on the fleshy part of my palm, not in the middle. So, yeah. We already did the follow. We've done the drone, the circle. Now let's do the selfie shot. So this is going to take 3 photos of me. I want the background to have
Three, two,
the tower at the back. So this one's high angle and wide.
one. Full. 3, 2, 1. Medium. 3, 2, 1. Captured. Aircraft returning home automatically. Landing.
Right. Okay, so it takes a wide shot, a medium shot, and a full body shot. Oh, let's do dolly zoom. That looks interesting. I've never done that before. So let's do that.
3, 2, 1. Landing.
Didn't realize it was done, so I didn't hold out my hand there. Okay. We're done rocket, so let's do helix.
3, 2, 1.
So far, I've got 66% battery. Okay, it's found my location and now it's going around. Now it's done, so it's now gonna come back.
Landing.
And I had to take a step forward this time around for it to land on my palm. Okay, let's see. Boomerang.
3, 2, 1.
It almost hit the Pocket 3 where it's on a tripod, so.
Landing.
Okay. And now it's got master shots. Let's see if it's gonna last a minute and 30 with
2, 1.
58% battery left. So circle and close is what it's saying.
Ascend with level shot.
Okay. Oh, I wish it did that when it was facing the Sydney Tower.
Camera down and circle.
That is pretty cool. So it realizes I'm beneath it, so it's
Droney.
adjusting itself. Now it's doing a droney. Hopefully this one captures the Sydney Tower eye on the upper left. Okay, now it's going for a
Pitch
different
up
one.
and fly forward.
And now it's ready to come back to me.
Returning to palm. Landing.
All right. So I did that with 58% battery and now it's got 48% battery. So 1 minute and 30 of master shots would take 10% of the battery. That's not bad, but I have to say that we are in a very calm environment at the moment. We're in the middle of the park here in Sydney and there's no wind. It's very calm. So I don't think that should matter. So the only thing that I haven't actually tried, is the spotlight. I'm not going to do the cycling follow and skiing follow. Well, I don't ski. I do cycle, but there's a lot of limitations here in Sydney when it comes to flying a drone, and most places that I cycle to doesn't allow it. So, okay. Let's do spotlight. So I think spotlight is where it just follows me. Like, it stays in one place, but it would, like, it would turn in the direction of where I am. So let's do that.
3, 2, 1.
So it's going to locate me and follow me around. And so I'm going to turn towards the tower eye. It's going to be quite bright because the sun is directly behind it. But yeah, it seems to be, at least from what I can see on the app, seems to be following where I'm going. So if I go in this direction, this time it will show you the Crown Casino in the background. That's the big tower at the back. Yeah, it seems to be doing well. So now I'm going to stop it and get it to come back.
Returning to Palm. Landing.
And while it's doing that, I can see that there's a blue light that goes on. And that's the LiDAR sensor, or the sensor, I think. I think the white one is the LiDAR, the blue one is just the regular camera sensor, yeah. All right, that's our flight, and I think I've got all of that. I started with 100%. And my battery is now at 42%, and I haven't even used my other 2 batteries. Now, the only thing here is it doesn't allow me, like the phone app, and I've confirmed this already. The phone app doesn't allow me to actually change the shutter speed. So I would normally do the 180 rule, where whatever is my frame rate would be also double of my shutter speed, so that it creates sort of like a cinematic look, like a motion blur. But in this case, I couldn't do that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down the footage because it's at 50 frames per second. So I'm going to slow it down to 25 frames per second and see how that looks. A little bit of a slow motion, only very slightly. So yeah, I know that if you've got the remote control, you can control it more manually. It's got that pro feature where you can control the ISO, control the shutter speed, but it also has the slow motion frame rate of 100 frames per second. If you wanted to use that. Now, I don't have the remote. I don't know if I'm going to get the remote. I'm pretty okay with this. I've since downloaded some of the footages that I took yesterday, and they seem fine. I can color grade them still, even though there is no DM log. The natural colors of the, and I'm going to put this up without color grading the footage of the actual drone shots, so that you can see what that's like. There's no ND filters on it or anything like that, so it's going to be straight out of the camera. I might do a little bit of slow motion in some of the shots, especially the follow shots. I've tested it to follow me from the front, which worked well. And there was a guy who was coming in front of me, like, so we're essentially gonna cross paths, and the drone actually maneuvered so that it doesn't hit that person. So that's good. At least I know that the obstacle avoidance actually works. Especially, it's not a static obstacle, it's a moving person. So that's pretty good. I didn't intend to actually test that, but it tested it, so that's great. Anyways, I think I've just seen some scratches on the screen. How did that happen? All right, well, I'm gonna go now because this is a 40-minute video of me just testing what this guy can do. So yeah, let's go home and do a little bit of editing. So after testing this out, its flight modes, whether the app is great or not, if how often I'm going to be using it with just the, you can definitely use this without a remote control. It's actually very good. It's also quite fun to do. To let it just be on auto mode and choose whatever flight mode you want to do. But I will be returning this to Amazon so that I can get the one with the transceiver and the remote, because there are a few other things that you can do with the remote connected to the app. For instance, my favorite frame rate is 25 frames per second, and I can't do that with just the mobile app. It's limited to just 30 frames per second. I wasn't sure if that was just because of the app, but I saw a video of Kai W, and he was recording on 25 frames per second. So if he can do that, and he's got the one with the remote, I'm assuming that it's because the availability of that frame rate is when you are connected to the remote. And what's probably going to happen with me is I'm going to set it to 25 frames per second and leave the remote home. Because I was going to fly it with the app. It's just so easy, less bulky to do it that way. Like, yeah, I wish that all the parameters that are available with the remote would be on the app. Do you think they're going to do that? Do you think they're going to update the app in order to be able to give you all of the things that the remote control provides you with as well? Let me know, because I don't really need a remote. Like, the way I fly this thing, the way I fly any drone that I've ever had is very simple, very basic. I am not doing it for like aerial photography to sell my photos or my videos. It's just really for fun. And so I do have the Mini 3 Pro. I'm still umming and eyeing if I am going to sell that. So yeah, because that one is capable of all the things that I want to do, but it is a bit more tedious to operate. Even like turning it on, you need to unfold it many different ways before you can actually, but that is a much stronger drone than this. And I don't really see myself upgrading to the 5 or even the 4 Pro, just because I don't use it in a professional manner. Okay. Anyways, well, I wouldn't really call it professional, because like there are more professional drones out there, like the Air series, the Mavic series. Yeah. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have you gotten your hands on the DJI Neo 2? Are you planning on it if you haven't gotten it already? Yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. Thanks.